come out recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke, fluff, who gives a shit. As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse, cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep. No.
Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing to Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really?
I'm just imagining like just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school. You almost failed. Just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
Pokemon.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sick.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
so they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It is
it's
all
amazing.
it is.
Can we talk about
is.
Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent
the Reddit?
the accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
See the Reddit stuff.
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
Oh, great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, And the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting. And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But
so
nobody-
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. 'Cause I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, Gut,
Oh no.
take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 210. Electricity has not yet won against the comp bros.
Oh, yes, it did. It won far and away the last time.
It
When we
hasn't
were out of
killed
power
you.
for like, okay, murder. That's a whole different thing.
Only a matter
Because
of time.
seriously, what the hell?
Pretty unfortunate, huh?
4th of
It's almost
July.
like we're cursed
This
by
is
some
like, you
sort
guys
of
are the
Native
complete
American.
You guys are on the complete opposite side of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to live on the east, now we live on the west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just follows them, let's be honest
this
here.
this is where I'm dumb and I should have like downloaded the video or had you send me the video to put up on the podcast. But just go to it was actually a list exists. It's on the a list exists Twitter.
Yes, it is.
Go check that out there. It is literally a fireworks show on the power lines. It's
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
nuts.
it's fucking amazing.
It's not amazing. It's the second time
fucking
I've seen it
amazing.
in my life.
Oh my god. So actually, even I need to speaking of the comp res, I need to start the podcast with something, because
Oh.
BG
Oh, I thought you were going to say Black Lives Matter because we're black.
no, but
Oh,
Black
here we
Lives
go.
Yeah, he's
Matter.
out of it. He just said no. Black lives don't matter. He said he admits it.
He's finally opened his eyes to the truth. His
Black,
head is
Damn.
slowly turning red.
but Black lives do matter, and wear your fucking
Black
mask.
guys?
No,
Black guys.
BG.
Black guys matter.
Black guys do matter.
I found another one of your fucking hairs.
What?
And I need to preface two
whole
things
new
about
house.
this.
A
One,
whole new house. You have to invent that
it's
house.
been
yet.
a year, and two, it's a new fucking house. I moved.
It's a new house. That's
This is
not
a
possible.
year of
A different-
cleaning on
Different
top
location.
of.
Clearly you're not
even
cleaning
the
good
same
enough.
Yeah,
place.
that seems like a mic problem. You need to vacuum or something, homie.
Mike,
I
we understand
do.
We understand the secret black kicks you be having over, and you're just
Yeah.
trying to pin this on me.
How? I
That
was-
sounds like you're just bad at cleaning, Mike. to
I
be
You
just-
just sound like you're bad at cleaning.
I was sorting magic cards, and then just at one point on my table, like something like it's on my finger, and I just look and I'm like, no. And I have vacuumed this table multiple times.
I don't believe you.
No, I don't. You're just-
sitting there
Mike,
vacuuming tables.
You're probably
You can
about as
tell
good
you
as
bad.
cleaning as you are at grammar. Like, honestly, I can't foresee you being terrible.
This is true. Spelling, my Jesus.
I'll just be quiet for the next minute.
Spell minute.
Jom.
I can spell a minute.
I bet. It's an easy one. Convenience.
So I'm not gonna refute the spelling. I have no grounds to stand on, but I will refute fucking cleaning because I am a fucking clean freak.
I mean, you said a hair a year later, so
Yeah, it defeats the
whole
fucking
new
purpose of that
house.
statement.
It's
13 months later in a new house.
It's his hair is just cursed.
No, I'm cursed. You saw the fireworks?
Glorious purpose.
Oh boy. So yeah, just that I had to state that on the cast because it was just like this. This has to be talked about. Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh,
So
you know what? What's funny? My brother was just talking about that. The other one we stayed with. I was like, yeah, when I go down to Mike's house, because we're all black and there's hair in the tub and stuff. He's like, man, there's so much hair in the tub. And I was like, yeah. I go to my friend's house and I'll shower and there'll be hair all over the place, and I'll use the towel I dry off with to kind of like clean it up just to try to help out. And I'm just like, it doesn't help. Because every time afterwards, he's just like, there was so much hair.
because it's like obviously it's just like super small little curls,
Mhm.
and it is so different from my hair, which is just long and straight as shit.
That
So-
refined white hair.
It sticks out because obviously not the
Now, to be the most fair,
norm.
could be a beard hair from DA or myself.
Doubtful.
Well, that just settles
The-
that argument.
Yeah, that was-
I mean, come on now. VG, come on now.
Are you saying it's impossible?
No, of
Okay,
course
then.
not. But it's more than likely not.
I didn't say it was likely something else. I said,
that's not even worth
I
bringing
said,
up there.
yes, it is.
If you see something trotting down the street, it's like, is that a horse or a unicorn?
Next
Could
time,
be a unicorn.
No, it couldn't, because there's never been a recorded unicorn in
Well, this is
history.
the first one then.
next time I find one, I'm just gonna put it in like a test tube, send it out to a lab.
We're brothers. It would come back like,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is the DNA.
I think you still have unique DNA signatures, though, right?
I think it's like a 97, 98% like match.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have anything to match it against.
Yeah, we're not gonna send our blood and or semen to you.
Man, I was gonna ask those, but you got the order wrong.
What? Okay.
All right. So this week actually had like more news than I anticipated. Like as I was just like going through, I'm like, oh yeah, it was just like the longest week of stuff. So let's actually talk about something we mentioned right before the podcast. Mortal Kombat movie had its first trailer, Red Band trailer.
Impressive, honestly.
Yeah, it looks actually really, really good. The initial trailers that came out, though, I don't know, like basically every outlet I saw for the first couple of days, the trailer was glitched. Did BGDA? Did you guys see that?
I got no glitches.
They were
Interesting.
fine.
Just like IGN and a couple of other places, like during when like Scorpion is first killing the assassins like in his village, it glitches there, and then the trailer is desynced for like the rest of the trailer. It's kind of annoying.
Never got anything like that.
Interesting. Other stuff I saw afterwards, like on YouTube.
Dude,
and
are you cursed too?
Maybe.
We're all a little cursed here. Let's just be honest, right? All right,
This
come on.
is factual.
Like
What?
all of us for our own reasons and fucking happenings. It's lightning and computers.
So like the only thing like to me that just was of note is like they're just not doing Johnny Cage at all, huh?
Yeah, that's really odd.
Are they?
There may be the fucking sudden, just like, oh, by the way, Johnny Cage. They might just not be putting that all in the front.
Not Johnny Cage. I've said before. I think it's like he's going into a role, and that's just gonna turn out to be Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah,
because he's around Sonya a lot. His whole thing is he's fighting to prove that he can actually be the fighter and blah blah blah. And it's Johnny Cage's story basically.
I mean, why wouldn't they just make it Johnny Cage instead of just like this dude?
Johnny's a bit of a dick.
Yeah,
and I don't know
who
if
cares?
you know what, in the age of Tony Stark, they probably would appreciate a bit of a dick.
I feel like this may just be sort of like testing the waters, like maybe a cold DLC down the line.
I think it's more like they want their own canon. So instead of just following strictly the game, they insert a original character, sort of like they did with the Resident Evil series, where we still have the characters in the world and all the basic story around it, but it's also kind of a new story with following this new character. It could be either one of those things. It looks good. Didn't like Scorpion's Get Over Here line.
Yeah, of course not. But it needed to be there.
They need to Henry Cavill that mustache off of Jax. Because my God, he looked horrible with that
mistake. I don't know what they were doing, but it was an error. I don't know if that actor was just like, I ain't shaving shit. I am a proud African American club. I'll be your armor man, but I'm going to the club on Saturday, all right?
If he would have I would have been fine with the mustache. If he would have like had some hair. He's just bald with this big old 70s porn stash, and I'm just like, I'm not digging that.
I mean, that's my whole look now.
No, you don't have
you shit on me.
You have a bald head with a lot of facial hair. He's just strictly Tom Selleck in the 70s mustache with a bald head. No, I'm not digging that.
Well, now you're just making me want to see DA shave to just down to his mustache.
I would look terrible. Legitimate.
Exactly.
Terrible. There's no exactly here. That's not happening. I wouldn't allow it. I'd glue the hair back on his face as he slept.
Gorilla glue?
Gorilla glue. Jesus Christ.
It don't move.
We never did talk about that, did we?
No.
I would just laugh. There are so many things that just catch me, and then I'll just repeat them so much to myself. I got a chair, and I'll laugh the wheels, and I'll just go, it don't move.
I mean, it's at this point, especially with the internet, if there's a will, there's a way. Like, it was just a matter of time.
That lady, she recognizes she was stupid, and she's not trying to sue anybody. She's not trying to do. She recognized she did a very dumb thing.
She ain't like, yeah, I'm the Gorilla Glue lady. She's like, I fucked up.
I was able to get it fixed thanks to everybody, and I'm fading into the background again.
Yeah.
I don't want anything. I don't want the money from the. But all these pieces of coming out, the Gorilla Glue should sponsor her, and it ain't their job to tell you don't put actual adhesive wood on wood glue in your hair.
Gorilla Glue came out with a tweet that was just like, "Hey, that wasn't that's not the intention." They weren't like, "Hey, contact us." They were like, "Nope, it just wasn't their intention. This is your own fault."
And she's like, "Yes, this is my own fault." But all these people are like, "It's not her fault, and they should pay her." How?
What? If I eat a bowling ball, should I go sue Drake Bowling Ball over there?
Brunswick Bowling.
Like, no. So good on her, bad on society.
Yeah.
It's just like we've got to reward the stupid.
This has to be something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it was a person that was stupid, and she recognizes it, and it's over.
Yep.
Stop trying to make it grow into this thing.
It
doesn't say don't put it in your hair. You know better. There's nothing that says on my medals on the wall, don't consume these things. But commonsensically, I know, do not eat these medals.
Batteries are not an oral suppository.
Or suppository, period. It doesn't say don't stick it up your butt. But you know, don't stick batteries up your butt.
Yeah.
If this podcast can be known for anything, let it be known for telling people don't stick batteries up your butt.
It's a public service announcement. Yeah. Like, not everything needs to be warned on what it is not intended for.
There'd be just huge lines of just...
It legitimately just be the whole label. It'd be the product, the ingredients, and then every other word would be do not use it for these things.
It'd be scan this QR code to go to this website to see what you should not do.
That's more effort than people are going to do, and that would be the complaint. It's like, you expect me to go somewhere else to learn all the things I shouldn't do with this?
Yeah, and also there would be people that are just like, "Oh man, you didn't tell me not to glue my pet together and make a cat dog. Nobody told me not to do that." And there would be people that are like, "This is so outrageous that nobody told them to do it." And like, okay, well, now we got to add that after we get sued.
Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see. What else do we got on our list here? There on the movie trailer notes, there was a trailer for Cruella.
It looks great.
I'm a fan of Emma Stone, so.
Cruella DeVille.
No, I mean, why? I thought we were done with this.
Why would we be?
Live action movies? Disney? No.
Yeah, why would we?
But we already did Cruella.
No,
yeah.
The old one. Yeah, a while ago.
But we're gonna do it again.
And this is also modern age Disney. It's like they're gonna try to make us feel bad for this dog murderer, and I ain't about that.
Absolutely.
That ain't this time. America ain't ready for that.
Aren't they though? You'll never know what America's ready for until you test the waters and see that they're ready for the sympathetic dog murderer who wears the skin of dogs.
I just wanted to be close to the dog because my father killed my dog without...
And you know some 50-year-old housefrau is gonna turn on them waterworks and this is I understand and blah blah. Shut up. And you, dude, I'm going off on a tangent. This is going to take a couple minutes.
Boy. All right.
Here we go.
Ready Player One is a terrible book series, and Ready Player Two is even worse. You dumb hack motherfucker. And all you stupid fans going, I recognize what that is. Clap, clap. Propping up this nerd fanfic wake off Bush.
Ooh.
Burn the books and put it in ground. Ernest Cline is a terrible author and he deserves no notoriety except he appealed to you dumb and cucks. Just like, I know a Mortal Kombat clap. Akira clap. Shut the f up. I'm glad Ready Player 2 is getting dragged. Because when I read that book, I went, "What are they talking about? This sucks."
Is
Right,
it out?
Ready? Oh, it's getting dragged by yeah, it is out because people have been reading it.
Oh, okay.
I've seen excerpts and stuff. Yeah. Spoilers, Mike. You want to take off your headphones for a second?
I don't care.
In the first book, pure transphobic comments by a person.
Oh yeah.
And in this one, it's time to
They're not
overcorrect.
people.
It's time to overcorrect. Hey, here's a trans YouTuber that I have a crush on, and I'm going to hack into their camera to watch them. Isn't he great?
Wait,
Yeah.
is this the same dude?
Ernest Klein? Or
No,
the same main
Character.
character? I have no idea. I haven't read it.
Huh.
But clap.
Do you recognize this thing?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
somebody said on page 60, it was basically like, hey, do you recognize these things? Dude, that's legitimately what the book is. I recognize this thing, and so I enjoy because it's familiar to me.
You know what's worse? They did like a Ready Player One, but then they did like a girl version of Ready Player One that added like a bunch of girl
Things.
references.
Who did that?
It was an official book.
Are you
Oh
serious?
yeah,
Hmm.
you look this up.
What?
So I was really wondering earlier today. BG posted in our Discord this rejected theme song for Ready Player One, and I'm just like, that seems really out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I was reading the
Now I
I was
know.
reading a thread on Reset Era about it. And boy, screw this guy and screw you people that enjoyed the first book, because it is not good. And now you've thought it's been good for so long that you're gonna go back and reread it and just go, what is he talking about? This is good, because now you got your nostalgia of how you felt the first time you read it. Stop watching Dragon Ball. It's the same crap.
No, it's not.
Get into Dragon Ball here.
I'm just saying, it's the same type of thing.
No, it's
You
not.
consume
arcs are
so
completely
much
different.
more. Shut up.
They're completely different.
Shut up. Yeah, it is different. It's even worse.
Every villain is so unique.
Dude, this new arc, horrible.
This new art.
One chapter out, and it's horrible.
It's like,
What are you talking about?
No. The newest one, the newest one just came out. Yeah. The one before, it was only one chapter. Horrible.
it's terrible.
What
There's
do
a
you mean?
whole new dragon. There's a whole nother set of Dragon Balls.
And the mother just goes, make me the strongest, and y'all are clapping for this?
Oh my goodness.
The chapter
People are
had
like-
one thing that I liked. One.
Yeah. I'm sure anything can have one thing you like.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, it was Beerus acting like Beerus for the first time in
Cause beer, dude,
years.
DA, I am 100% think you were correct when you said Beerus and Whis are so good that it feels like Toriyama did not write them.
100%.
And it legitimately feels like he did not write these characters.
It's too good.
What a bum.
It's
Just
terrible.
bum authors, because they were in the right place at the right time and dropped the right piece of me. George Lucas can go into that hole too.
He can get in there. He can get it.
I just want to see this like hole of creators that are like reaching out, like, please save us, and just BG is there with the shovel.
No. Dirt on them. Every time they think about something else going in there, dirt.
Oh boy.
Kishimoto.
Mm.
Don't say that until you read Samurai 8.
Or Boruto, where all these people are crying on Twitter.
Mike, give me 1 second. Mike, did you read Boruto?
Oh yes, I did.
Oh, Oh, what? What are they doing?
They did what I said that they like I said it last month. I'm like, these last few chapters, their entire purpose is just to neuter the main two protagonists, the past protagonists.
It's
the only
insanity.
reason.
Oh man, I made them literally too powerful. So instead of just going, maybe I shouldn't do that, go back in time and just go, wow, this is a really bad idea to make two literally the strongest people in the entire universe. The legendary 3 Sanin, they knew a lot of jutsu, they were strong, and they had a big slug. That's all they had. These mobs are bringing down moons and what are we supposed to do with that? They were the baddest mother you done ever seen.
Naruto.
So now they punch people hard.
Naruto
That's what she had.
in QB mode put a hole straight through the actual moon. Like when you said they're throwing literal moons, like it's still like, what the fuck? Those were actually like large asteroids. QB Naruto punched a hole in the moon. It's in a canon movie.
Yeah.
What are you doing? They're insurmountably stronger than the baddest 3 mothers legendary.
And
have frogs and spit oil.
And the thing is too, is that like, yes, they got rid of Sasuke's Rinnegan. He still has Susanoo, which he hasn't used.
Susanoo is one of the most busted things. And they're like, uh-oh, what is Sasuke gonna do? It's like, he still has the Sharingan.
Mangekyo! Eternal Mangekyo!
Eternal! He got a flame that can never be put out. He got the Susanoo. The Sharingan itself is just shattered. So you got 3 Tomoe there. Naruto still's got an infinite reserve of chakra because of his Uzumaki blood. He still got all the knowledge of all the chakra and natures that he's been using.
It's
what?
He still has another broken ninjutsu that he hasn't used in a while either, the Rasen Shuriken.
That's supposed to tears you apart on a molecular level.
Yes!
Oh, we nerfed it? On what planet? They're still destroying people. Man. And we're supposed to feel bad for Kurama? Why? Because he's good now? Mother killed Naruto's planet and was ready to stab parents that was ready to stab a baby.
That was the first thing Naruto said in his goodbye, too. They could have just ignored that fact and be like, hey, we've had a good friendship over these last couple decades. The first thing Naruto says is, well, you killed my parents.
Yeah, we had some good times, Naruto? You killed my parents. Good times. Oh, here I go. Goodbye. It is pure. You can feel just the turn of just like, and Kishi, and ladies and gentlemen, Kishimoto. And the crowd goes wild. Like, get it out of here. Why are we doing it? This technique kills you, Naruto. But what I actually meant that it kills me. Okay. So this thing that we introduced, established, and then flipped it on his head. It within 2 chapters. And it's supposed to be a big, oh my goodness sort of thing.
Did it subvert your expectations?
Absolutely not.
Oh. And I guess it wasn't good.
Man. Boruto is...
Hey, by your guys' own logic, subverting... Just because it didn't subvert the expectation doesn't mean it wasn't good.
Oh, it wasn't good?
Oof.
No.
Oh, okay then. So it just wasn't good.
Darn!
Almost.
And they are pushing this Kiwami Boruto thing. thing to the moon and back, and I'm like, I
you're ready to bring it down.
Possibly care about these two. Couldn't. I'm getting nothing.
Is there any character you care about?
In Boruto?
Yeah.
Yeah, as created in the Boruto.
I was about to say, are we like carrying over it
Nope.
from Naruto?
No.
Nope.
You can't just go, oh, Ino's amazing in Boruto. No.
Got some. There's not.
Dude. For
All
you,
the moon people, all their subordinates, Kiwami, Boruto, Sarada, whatever the Orochimaru kid is. Who? What? Who?
like the only character that, and this is just, and I've only like really seen like snippets of YouTube clips, is, I don't even remember her name, is Boruto's little sister. That's it. Like, she's kind of cool. She's kind of cool. That's about it, though.
But she's got like 3 panels in the Boruto manga. I can't count the anime,
which I
think
is a blessing.
Is she not ruined? That's what I keep saying about Neo. She ain't talking, so she can't be ruined.
Boy, like, yeah, there's really, and I can't even say about like any of the characters that I liked in Naruto, because they're not doing shit either.
Nothing.
Shikamaru is just glorified secretary now.
He's just there. Sakura's gotten maybe a chapter worth of panel time. Hina to much less than that.
She has literally gotten the Akira Toriyama treatment.
I think we've seen Shino once.
And it's in a classroom.
You know what? No, that was the one laugh that I got from Boruto. The one laugh was from Shino. Because they were looking at these dumb ninja cards, and they were like, oh man, I pulled a rare Shino. He sucks. Nobody wants Shino. And it was Shino and Kiba outside the classroom. And Shino just goes, lucky I'm wearing this mask, or they would see that I'm crying. And I went, that's funny. Man, Boruto sucks. Kiba looks amazing as an adult. I'm like, get that mother, I'll show himself. That's a protag.
Where is Kakashi?
He chilling.
You
think Guy died in the war as much as they show him?
I mean, he doesn't have the Sharingan anymore, right?
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look at him!
But he's
still looks amazing.
He legit looks like he could be a Hokage.
Dude, that dude, you look at that dude and you're like, oh, that's the baddest dude in the village. You're with Kiba. 2 panels.
Katsuga! That's the thing I love, like, I say love, but it's because it's so fucking stupid, is that 90% of all the genin that were introduced only know the jutsu that they were introduced with. Only.
It's that, and Shuka, he got a small improvement that now his shadows can do the spikes.
Yeah. Like,
Shino was busted from page 1, so you don't need to improve him.
Ino, nothing. Sakura punch and heal, but she's still useless. Ino can also heal, apparently. So I guess she got that. Hinata got better at being a Hyuga.
Just whatever. And this was just a random thought that I said to Mike. I'm like, okay, Naruto, he in the war, he just created like 4 clones, and he was able to give 3 times Kakashi's chakra to like 1,000 ninjas. Why is he just not doing that for Sasuke at the beginning of all fights?
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason.
Yeah, this is This is you escalate to a point that's just god tier, and you finish your manga, and at that point you're like, all right, cool, the manga's
Because you
finished.
expect it to just go in the ground.
Yeah, but then you try to make a sequel with any stakes.
Just
Yeah.
anything.
Gotta break it more.
And this is Dragon Ball Z the Super. And where does Super go from here?
At least
There's more and more and more.
But like the thing I will give Super credit for is it's still following the strongest people. And they are just getting stronger and better. But with Boruto, you
For
focus on
increasingly
the
terrible
children
reasons.
of the strongest people. And you're supposed to care and think they're in danger at all.
When Naruto can make 1,000 clones with his exact level of strength that can all go into his Kurama mode. And he can just post them all across the village and just have them there.
Really.
But no. And now people are like, oh my goodness. Oh, now that they done lost the Fox and the Rinnegan, what if like the Stone Village was to attack the Leaf? Huh? I'm like, you. Ooh, man. Boruto is doing stuff to me.
Good things?
I mean, he did text me completely unprompted with just this paragraph of Naruto stuff, and I'm like, was there a chapter that came out that I missed?
What was prompted? It was like a freaking 3:00 on a Wednesday. Just mad random. Nothing prompted. Nothing.
My first thing that I did was I went to Viz, and I'm like, there's no chapter. What happened?
He ain't cracking up. What's going on?
And that was before this chapter.
It was before this chapter.
Oh boy. Yeah, this like it. I don't know if it's like the worst manga that I've ever read.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wow, really?
I was legit in my mind, just like Super or Boruto, which is worse?
Oh, there
Samurai
was the
8
one.
wouldn't get there?
There was that one. Oh my god. The
While you're
genre
thinking of
where
that,
you
I'll
get reborn in
answer.
another life. Why the fuck can I isekai? There's that isekai manga that like Kanji no Magic or Magi or whatever that just was unbelievably bad beyond words. Like that one kind of is in a plateau in my mind. Like Boruto has a little bit, a sliver of Naruto in there somewhere.
I'll say this about the Boruto versus Samurai 8. I can say 5 good things about Samurai 8. I cannot say 3 good things about Boruto.
What's 2?
What's 2?
Shino. That Shino.
That Shino moment, I'll put that. I'll get that in there.
All right.
And
Well, I had to help him with that one.
can I count Kiva's future look?
No. It's just an aesthetic.
Might have to lower that number there, bud.
Can I say anything else?
Boy, that's something. All right,
He's really mapping it out in his head, like he's got his hand going
Alright,
across
while
like a
he's
map
thinking-
of his mind.
While he's thinking of that, I can go through some other news tidbits. Quick ones. We got Punisher and Jessica Jones. The rights to those series have returned to Marvel from Netflix. See what's going to go on with that. Just keep the actor for the Punisher, please.
And Jessica.
Literally.
Actually,
Eh.
you are correct. Yeah, she was good as Jessica Jones too.
You crazy.
I did not like Jessica Jones.
Okay, you might not like the series or even the character itself, but the actress
I
was
don't know
good.
if it was I don't know if it was the writing. I didn't like her. I didn't like the character. I barely liked David Tennant as the main villain in the first season. And I think he's a great actor.
That's some fighting.
I
words.
did not like a lot to do with Jessica Jones, just
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
not like a you problem. That boy.
I could not tell you why. Literally, I was excited for it. I love the story setup, but it just, for me, was not executed well.
I can
bored
see
me.
if you said that for the Defenders, 'cause that was mid as.
Oh, Defenders, it was just like dry. It was terrible. But no, Jessica Jones is probably equal to Iron Fist for Marvel scoring for me.
Ooh.
I finished Iron Fist's first season. I dropped Jessica Jones after episode 7. I could not bring myself to watch a single second episode.
Damn. Alrighty then.
Really quickly, let me interrupt. There was a villain, there was a little minor villain in Boruto that was a cannibal. And he was like, I'm gonna eat you, Boruto. And once I eat you, I'm gonna impersonate you and probably eat Naruto as well. And I was like, that's creepy and I like that.
All right. We got to.
Okay.
2 things.
Proud about that, or you're pumping your fist like you did something?
Boruto should be proud because there's 2 good things about Boruto.
Shino and cannibals.
That one Shino moment, his 2 panels, and that one dude that's like, I'm a cannibal.
All right.
High marks.
Oh boy. We had the first hearing this week with Congress on the whole Robinhood GameStop fiasco with the Robinhood CEO and Deep Fucking Value. I don't remember his actual name off the top of my head.
It's not necessary to remember it. The name is enough.
And I only saw some highlights, but my personal favorite things was Deep Fucking Value. He was in a suit, in a gamer chair with, a streamer recording mic with a hang in there kitty meme hanging on his whiteboard behind him. It's just like, all right, this man knows what he's doing. And all of his questions he answered really succinctly and very well. And Robinhood's CEO floundered.
Oh no.
As we expected him to.
He also had really, really strong Mike Zuckerberg vibes from his Congress hearings of the past, where he just kind of looked like a wax sculpture. Yeah, I think they have some more hearings coming up here next week as well. But yeah, not a good look so far for the Robinhood CEO. Let's see here. I was just trying to look up the article. PS5 is also having controller drift issues.
Yeah, it seems like a thing that's been happening with controllers recently.
Yeah, so at this point, it might be less of like purely a Nintendo thing and whatever supplier Sony and Nintendo are using.
Yeah, that's possible.
For the components for the analog sticks. Both are getting sued at this point. Sony just got its first class action lawsuit for controller drift.
That was so fast too. So fast.
So yeah, we will answers will be had over the next probably year. But yeah, just very interesting. And I'd really be curious. Oh man, I said like a burp that got caught. Really interesting to see, like, for the analog sticks, is Xbox getting theirs from somewhere else? I mean, both Sony and Nintendo, Japanese companies, so maybe they're sourcing from the same place. It's interesting. All right. On that note, I did finally get my PS5 in the mail.
Yeah, you.
And
it's very big.
It is a boat. Yeah, played through Miles Morales. I just forgot how good those Spider-Man games are.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
Oh, I forgot you wanted to wait for it.
Mm-hmm. That I waited for that, and then there's a game that I had had my eye on for a while now. That it came out on PS4, but I was waiting to get it on PS5, and that is Haven. Not sure if you guys have heard of it.
It sounds familiar.
It's a kind of an indie game. It's like $25. It is it's like part RPG, part like virtual novel a la Persona kind of thing. Part exploration game. You're basically a couple that ran away from a society that predetermined mates. Like, it's kind of a futuristic society, and they were not chosen for each other. However, they loved each other, so they fled to a desolate planet, seemingly, that they explore. And it honestly actually has one of the best relationship dynamics I've ever seen in a game. I really liked the two main characters. I'd actually highly recommend playing this game, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
It's not long. It's $25 game. I beat it in like 2-ish days. But it's the combat is simple but engaging. Again, the characters and all the different character moments that are in it are very, very, very good. Highly recommend it.
Can I just say I do not like engaging as a term to use for something being good, because people are engaged by different things, and even something that's bad can be engaging. That's just a random factoid for me.
All right.
Next story.
I don't know how else to describe it.
I mean, it's the same type of problem I have when people say video games are repetitive, and that's marked as a negative when all video games, by their nature, are repetitive. It's just a weird tick thing for me. Like people saying iconic.
But no, it's repetitive. It's repetitively iconic.
Dude, I'm getting tired of iconic by the day. It was already bad like last year. Now it's just everything is iconic. And it's lost all meaning. It's just a new way to describe something that you think is fantastic.
Hey, don't watch a single Star Wars video.
How is
what so let's I want to pose a thought. A list
dig
exists.
into my brain a little?
Blows up. You guys are, over the next year or two, you just get huge. Someone does a review of your channel, and it's just these iconic YouTubers.
Dead. I will respond to them and say, we are not iconic.
Even if we were iconic, we wouldn't be iconic. Please don't use that.
I almost feel like you would hear that and you're like, all right, we're shutting down the channel. It's a wrap. It's done. I will not be
DA,
referred to this
iconic.
way.
DA's laugh, iconic.
Now I could see somebody saying that, because when we did the part 5 live stream that we did, there were 3 people that were your laugh is fantastic.
Iconic.
Is very distinctive.
I would hate it.
Oh, BG's playing devil's advocate. Iconic.
That's what I don't want fans.
Dude, we're so anti-fan. We love the ones we got, but we don't want any.
BG's going on a rant. Iconic.
He's trying to pick a debate with somebody. Iconic BG.
Oh, what are we doing for what are we snacking on for this Justice League boy?
It's go time.
Do we want to do a group watch?
I'll do a group watch.
I'd be down.
I'm with that.
Just gotta pick, what day is it again?
We're watching it the day of, so if you're not available, there's nothing you can do.
That's what I'm saying. What day is it again?
March 19th or 18th. It's a Thursday. I know that much
Hold
for
on.
a fact.
March 19th.
19th is a Friday.
So it's March 18th.
So it's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys wanted to do it Thursday night, I'm free.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that's good. Mike. I want to. We should do a a monthly Boruto review on the list exists.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, because DA and I are doing a review of ReZero season 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we can just start doing some reviews on there too.
All right.
We need to do this because
It should be a preamble episode.
Is this
of
we
everything
need to
you've
do
read
this,
so
or
far?
do you need a venting outlet?
Oh, I absolutely need a vending outlet. That's all this is. That's all it ever is.
Oh, we should do it for Super too.
Oh,
We can do it for Super as well.
Let's just do it for both. That would fill up like a couple hours.
Yeah, if you guys are doing Super as well, I'll Boruto and hop in
Heck,
with y'all with
Do
Boruto.
it. All right.
There we go. We're setting this up because
Okay.
I need to talk about this in depth because there's a lot of dumb stuff.
I would have to probably like
There's a
for
lot
the
of
first
dumb
episode.
stuff.
I'd have to actually reread it.
Yeah, I'd have to bone up a little bit because there's a lot of concepts. And I'm
What
just
is
like,
there to
who is
reread?
this?
It essentially goes from Boruto hating his dad, ninja tech, everything goes to hell, Kurama's dead, and here we are.
Oh, this is perfect for me because I'm reading Naruto, so I can finish up Naruto and jump right into Boruto, and it's all fresh in my mind.
Like
No,
I
'cause
need specific things to point at to hate. Like for example,
Oh yeah,
they just got to in the anime the and people were like nitpicking the differences. The part
Oh, God.
where the like one girl was like, I like Boruto, and Sadara like got supposedly jealous.
Flustered.
The girl in the anime doesn't say she likes Boruto.
Yeah, and people are like, what?
And
they're like,
a
well,
ri-
they're
a
going
right-
in a different.
And I believe it was that chapter that had like the kind of risque Sarada cover, if I'm not
oh
mistaken.
no,
What? I don't
There's
remember
some
this.
bad Sarada covers, yo.
really?
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
it like
What?
11?
Dude,
Dude, I
it
never
is
see the
legs for days.
What?
It's legs for days. Oh no!
Look at that. Look at it.
Oh no!
Post it in Discord for Ralph to see.
Yeah.
Look at them sex eyes. What are they doing?
Yo.
Oh no!
Dude, look at that. Look at one right there. Her leg all dude.
You keep talking. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'm about to put it all in Discord. It's like
All right.
1,000 of them though. So
Oh, no.
And there's some moments where she's just jumping around. I'm like, no, let's not do this.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the podcast discussion.
Oh, yeah.
one.
So yeah, there's
Okay.
there's
And how old are we talking she is here?
she's 12.
She's probably yeah.
Okay.
'Cause they were 12 at the start of the series for when they were getting.
Aha.
Yep.
What? And what's with the fucking size of those heels, homie?
Mm-hmm.
What? I don't. I'm
This
confused.
is the stuff we dealing with.
Yeah, this
And this is
why I
manga
need to
only.
reread.
This is manga only. In the anime, she's got like this combination of Sasuke and Sakura's outfit. It looks great. It's conservative. No, you gotta show the one with the two of them together. The
Well,
two of the girls right
Oh,
there.
this one.
Yeah.
Mm.
That
This is
sounds
just
This
legit
is
as
one of those
dress.
things where it's like I could put this on Twitter, but like Twitch terms of service is a fickle thing right now, and
Yeah. No, best to not.
see
Oh.
Amber. She's just surprised, like what?
Look at that.
So yeah, I'm down for that. Moving on.
You're down for that?
No, the
Mike,
the podcast.
we're
was
learning
dumbass.
things. Okay. That's a little sad, Mike. A little scared of you now.
Understandable.
But yeah, look at the comparison of her outfits. That there was a little picture there.
Yo,
So-
they're
Right
not even
there.
like making an
This is too much.
attempt to hide how they want her to be seen, huh?
Nope. Nope. Why would they?
You
So
could probably It'd probably be a better picture to just look up like comparisons or something.
I mean, it's the same. Whatever.
Moving on. Nintendo Direct. Nintendo had their first Direct in over a year. September 2019 was their last, air quotes, full Direct. It was aight.
It was just fine. It was a hot 7.5.
I watched.
I would probably
the
go lower,
important
but
part,
that's still
and then
fine.
I watched the only part that mattered, and I was like I'm done with this. and I almost was. I just because I was setting up my elliptical, I was just half listening, and at one point they go, "You get to fight demons from heaven," and I'm like, "Oh, what?" And it's just like this dumb Stephen Bloom Bush game. I'm like, "Oh, boo!"
I like how the hate just got directed to Steve Bloom.
It is 0% his fault.
Dude, it's just a roll. And he's like, and it's probably like, it's just a Spike Spiegel voice too. It's like familiar territory. Like, just nice, easy paycheck. What's as a list exists? Podcast and stuff.
Oh no.
What'd I do? Highlights from it. We have Splatoon 3, official sequel to Splatoon. Like my first initial thought was like, man, that was quick. But then I was like, you know what? The time between Splatoon 1 and 2 is pretty short too. And people really love this game, so good on that.
Yeah, it's not mad in depth. They don't really have to do really anything. They got all the models.
Mm-hmm.
Not graphically intensive. You just improve a couple things, add a couple things, you good. You gravy.
Yeah, like the only thing that like seems like they might be adding is like kind of like an open worldish potentially story, but we don't know.
I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Yep.
Really, we didn't get a lot of details on a lot of things. Let's be honest here. We kind of just got the, hey, this exists. Get hype. Bye.
Bunch of different indie games. One of them that like as a concept was interesting was the zombie one, where it's just like the protagonist is a zombie trying to increase his zombie horde. Just it looked fun.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was cool.
We have another look at No More Heroes 3.
Bruh,
all good.
Give me that game directly into my veins.
Dude, I love how it's just like the literal last shot, just like, all right, that's Akira. Just and unlike another property we mentioned earlier in this podcast, it's not like, hey, it's Akira. It's just like, if you notice it, you notice it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, I get that, and that was pretty cool, as opposed to, I get that, and I'm glad you referenced now this is better.
But yeah, like, yeah, give me that game, please.
Bruh, the sooner the better, and it got a release date and everything. Give it up.
Mm-hmm. I didn't write it down. It's in a couple months, right?
Yeah, it was something like June, May, maybe.
Yeah. We got a new Mario Golf, which
into my veins.
It looks insane.
They have the 100-foot robot golf mode. That alone, I was like, yes.
Where
yes.
you just rush into the hole.
Whenever we do MatsuriCon streaming panel, that's the game we're fucking playing, folks.
That looks so stupid fun.
Jesus.
I'm just sitting there watching this, like all the possibilities. I'm like playing it with y'all, playing with our brothers, playing against BG. It's just like, man.
And like they added, basically it's like Mario Golf.
I was never more hyped for doing chores.
100
No more heroes.
100-foot robot golf. Dude, that is true. It's basically just Mario Golf, 100-foot robot golf, and Golf Story, the indie game, just had a baby. That is what this new Mario Golf is, and all for it. Like, probably, and this is surprising coming from me, probably the most hyped thing for me in the entire Direct. New DLC.
Yeah, potentially. I enjoyed it.
New DLC for Age of Calamity over the next couple years. Just a bunch of characters and other content, which they tend to always do for these Muso games, which, cool.
And then another new Muso, like,
Oh, dude, 2
more
days.
2 days.
It comes out in
2
2 days.
2 days.
Persona 5 Strikers.
Oh, I was talking about Samurai Warriors. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
there's
don't
that
care
too.
about that.
You loved Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, sure did.
Before One Piece and all this other stuff is just like, oh,
And
that's
then they
not.
made like 2 bad ones where I'm just like, I don't dig really.
And that's
the
just it.
fighting
Like
system.
I played 1 and 2, which were like close-ish to the like same characters and stuff. So like those are the 2 that I have in my head. And then when I see Nobunaga and Mitsuhide as these like Bishoujo anime boys, I'm like, that's like I know they
That's
have
not-
to they have to change it up, but like I don't know. Guess I'm a
Yeah, and
curmudgeon.
And there's only so many times you can go through that same storyline. Yeah, Oda, Tadakatsu, Honda.
It's like,
yeah,
Nobunaga's the good guy this
Betrayal,
time.
Matu, yeah. So
we have and I would have been more excited for this announcement if I had just not replayed this game a month ago. Skyward Sword HD, which I was kind of expecting. I was
played
not
a month ago.
I was not expecting the controller support, which is interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, that looks mad fun. I was looking at that like, I might just check that out just for that because that looks really, really fun.
I'm gonna tell you right
like
now,
those.
unless they tone down fee, you're gonna hate it. Cause
Why?
coming from a Zelda fan and having replayed it recently, the game rams you up the ass with tutorial through Fee. You will take 5 steps in a new area, Fee will pop out and be like, Master, here's a tutorial for this upcoming area. And it's just like, shut up. Just shut up. Please shut up. I just want to play. So, I know...
think DA would enjoy the structure since he hated Breath of the Wild. Just like, do whatever you want.
See, like it's there's 2 sides of that spectrum, and I would say from DA's point of view, it's far sides of each spectrum. It isn't. There is no middle ground between those 2 games. Skyward Sword is so far into tutorial hell, and Breath of the Wild is so far into you just do you.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun.
So yeah, I know Nintendo knows that they went heavy-handed because they literally said it in the fucking trailers for Breath of the Wild. So I'm hoping they tone it down. But I'm gonna replay it just because I'm capturing this game footage and this is HD, so better quality.
Have fun with that, Mike.
I got a few months. So yes, there's that. Project Triangle Strategy, which is from the makers of Octopath Traveler, tactical RPG.
It's Octopath 2. Shut up.
No, Octopath was turn-based, buddy.
That doesn't mean anything.
It completely different battle system.
Hey, Final Fantasy was turn-based too.
Yes, but each of those games is its own encompassing thing.
Yes, and Octopath Traveler 2 could be too.
In name, yes, it could be Octopath 2, but Final Fantasy 7 is not the sequel to Final Fantasy 6 in story.
Yeah, but it is a name. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It can absolutely be Octopath Traveler 2. Just because it's a different battle system and different characters, it can't be.
Different world.
Don't matter. Same with Final Fantasy. Don't matter.
Then went through all those, and then finally, and this was actually the first announcement of which, as soon as the trailer started for the new character in Smash, anytime a trailer now starts with, "This is not game footage" at the bottom of the trailer, it's Smash. It's just, it's going to be Smash, and. The new character, which is actually 2 characters in one, is Pyla
that makes it better.
and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Actually, on their website, they are actually listed as character 79 and character 80. Like, they are actually considering them 2 different characters.
Finally, a sword fighter. Man, this is just what I needed.
I really don't care about that whole sword fight.
I care. If you're gonna do it right. Give us what we need. This is what I want. I want the next direct or the next Sakurai thing to be like, look, we're sorry, Sora's not gonna be in it. Stop asking, stop expecting. And I'd be 100% fine. But it's just time after time after time of disappointment. That's what hurts the most. Give me that one stab as opposed to a million little needle pricks.
Nope.
I take that.
Nope. Take the pricks.
Just come out and say no.
But they would never do that.
Behind Sakura, just Sora in that big red circle with a line through it. And I'd be like, I get it. I'm done hoping. It ain't happening. And then guess what? If or when it finally does happen, that's when the explosion goes, because you're already like at a 0, and then you go up to 100, as opposed to like, oh, I'm at a 60, and then I go up to 100. That's not a big leap. But if you're just like, I'm not expecting Sora at all, and then Sora finally comes, you're just like, oh, I'm creaming everywhere. Just stop giving me the hope if we're not doing this. That's all.
I mean, to be fair, they've never given you the hope.
Yeah,
You're right. No.
About to say that.
No. The hallmarks are there. He is a video game first character.
That means nothing.
He's a fighter.
That means
He would be a good addition.
Good addition. Who cares?
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with hope.
yeah. I'm just saying.
They haven't been like, oh, maybe a certain kingdom that lives within your
Dude,
heart.
Dude,
will
if
come
they,
out
if they
some-
said some bullshit like that,
Yeah, that's
and it was
hope.
just like, here's Lloyd from Tails. It's like, what the worst?
And I'd be like, yay!
Dude. I don't even know how I would feel.
BG would just find a switch caved in against a wall.
I just hear yelling. No
You
matter
would
where
just
I
say
was in the city.
But I will say though, I was expecting a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character in this. I was expecting it.
I mean, hold on. I want to comment about the comment here from Ezza. Dante isn't just a sword fighter, and that's why
he'd
wouldn't
be
really
very
count
much
as
like
one.
a Byleth. Where he has multiple
He's
weapons.
a Byleth. He's a multi-weapon
Oh,
because
he's got scythes and all types of
scythe,
crap.
gauntlet.
Even though his
sword.
main weapon is a
nunchuck.
sword, it's not just strictly swinging a sword.
Like,
But
his entire
I
kit
really
could go
don't get
down.
the Sora one. Because you cry about sword people, sword modes, and it's just like,
Yeah.
but where's Sora
People
though?
are saying about that sort of thing.
That's the one I do not get, because all he do is sword.
No, he got a bunch of magic. He's got summons.
Yes, but it's sword.
He's a cool guy.
Which,
Hold on, so
because the
question.
summons are Disney, he ain't gonna. Nintendo ain't gonna be able to put them in there.
No,
he
he
got
can do the
Yeah.
dream drop little cat thing. I'd be like, ooh,
Oh
little cat thing.
boy!
That's what the people are gonna clap for.
Give me that
No.
fat fucking cat. Hell yes.
Okay, so given that that's how this is going to be, if they for some reason do manage to add Sora, what's his ult?
Oh, Riku and Kairi come.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They all
Okay.
have
It'd
two
be
blades and they
Trinity
all
limit
slash.
with those two.
Oh, Trinity Limit. Okay. I could see that.
Or even just do like the final thing with Riku from Kingdom Hearts 2.
The question
Or he slashes them and then he slashes them again in another form, slashes them again in another form, and then he brings out like that big tidal wave of Keyblades and hits them.
Or just
thing is-
he unlocks their heart. Like he does a combo, they go into the air, holds the Keyblade up like he's locking the worlds. thing and just
Yeah.
pew like he did to Zemnis.
Yeah, and then it goes into the slow mo. Man!
Why doesn't Disney just sign off on this?
Why not?
What's the
Literally, why not? What's the harm?
The only thing I could think of is Disney wants an insane amount of money.
It has to be because you've got 80 characters of people being
You know
hyped
what's
about. Oh
probably
my
doing it?
goodness, it's Banjo and Kazoo. Oh, they're creaming their britches over this stuff.
Here's the deal: if it's gonna be Sora, that means his weapon of choice would have to be the Kingdom Key. And what's the charm that dangles from the Kingdom Key? It's Mickey's head. So there's probably actually a lot of copyright.
They could probably just put a heart there.
Yeah,
But that thing is you can't. With an iconic character like Sora,
Mike,
you have to go full tilt.
Mike, would you care?
I wouldn't.
I would not either. It
I'm
could be
sure
Sora.
there are going to be people that care, but I think they're going to care more that Sora's in the game than Mickey's head is not dangling from his keyblade.
100%.
But corporate Disney will not let that go by.
Hey,
they will
Disney.
hold Sora for ransom, saying, okay, if you want Sora, you have to pay for the rights to use this exact symbol.
Disney,
And
I know
that's
you
how it's
listening.
probably
I know
going.
you listening, Disney. I saw the tweets. I know you listening. I will pay $20, $30 for Sora by himself. You put Sora out for $20, $30, you will get people opening up that wallet and paying that. Sora, one song, 2 costumes.
One
Ain't
song.
even the
What's
full
the one song?
8.
What's the one song?
Doesn't matter.
What's the one song? No, pick one. Come on.
Literally don't matter.
It could be the weakest piece.
It could be the weakest, just like ding, 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 ding. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's the ding, ding, ding. You're not getting Utada full on when you walk away. You're not getting that. But I don't care. You can do the ding.
You might get an instrumental version.
Yeah, you anything.
Dearly
But you
beloved.
give me Sora 1, 2, no costumes.
Default costume.
Default
with
Wire
colors.
Man Sora like mother and Lil Mac. No songs. Take away songs. I'm paying $20, $30 for that. Incomplete character. I'm paying $20, $30 for
He's only
that.
got one part of the keyblade. It's not.
Yes.
It's not even a key. It's just like a sight.
He's got no recovery move. He got no neutral B. He got no down smash. I'm paying $20, $30 for it.
He is just a moving T-pose.
Yes. Just give me the vague outline of Sora. The idea of Sora.
It's like it'll come later
The
on for
theme
extra
of
$10.
Sora.
$20, $30.
The idea of Sora.
The theme of Sora.
Jesus Christ.
But to get back to the
Bro, what
Hold
you
on,
know
hold
what's
on,
really
hold on.
gonna piss you off? They're gonna go, we included Zora, and you're gonna go, yay, and it's gonna be the creatures from Legend of Zelda.
For you.
And you're gonna cry.
Hold on. They're gonna say we got a character from a fan favorite series that we've loved since the game came out, and it's Kyrie.
I'll take it.
I
Yeah,
said,
take
would you
Kyrie.
accept Riku? And he said no.
What was that?
I said, would you accept Riku? He said no.
I would 100% accept Kyrie, especially after the SmackDown that she laid on Xander. Absolutely. I lost me some Kyrie. Get her in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Sora, 100%. Kyrie, 98%. Riku, 90.
Wow.
That's high praise.
But yeah, the point that I was trying to make before we went on this giant Sora tangent about the characters that are actually coming into the game.
Yeah, why wasn't Travis in? That makes no sense.
He
Yeah.
got all those costumes, and you can go to Kingdom Hearts 3, 2, Dream Drop.
We're past,
no, listen.
past
He's not past it.
His Nightmare Before Christmas outfit, and it changes to Keyblade. Dude.
Anything Disney, anything
You know it's
Disney
dead.
costume related, that's gonna be a tall.
That's probably actually what the holdup is. They
No,
want
oh,
a
yeah.
whole range of it. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, all right, we're trying to negotiate what the
No,
costume.
because it's just a costume. It's got no iconography
no,
from
it's
there.
themed. It's themed.
Now I can
It's-
understand if it was
It's a zombie Sora. There's really nothing. It's got a
No.
pump. He's got a pumpkin on his
people
head.
know.
the
No,
com-
people know,
Disney-
but it's not. It's not.
Disney's gonna sue and go, y'all know.
Yeah.
We know.
We know what's
That's
going
not-
on.
That's
here.
not how that shit
Oh.
works.
That's not gonna happen. But
But
Travis
there-
makes no sense. The game is coming
Oh,
out.
absolutely.
It's Switch exclusive.
He's popular enough. It's not like Gino, where I'm like, nobody's talking about Gino. Nobody cares. I'm not holding out my breath for Gino. That's not a hype announcement. But people know. People like Travis.
The only thing I say is that the only reason that he's not included the fans have created the rule where if they're a me costume or whatever it is, that they're not going to be included in the game, or it's an assist trophy or whatever. But that's only evidence by exclusion.
Yeah,
Just
like,
because it hasn't happened doesn't mean
it
it won't.
happens. That's the rule. Like, I mean, that's
Yes.
really it.
And that's basically all it is. Sort
But
of like
It's
The,
been true so far. So like, hope is in the dumpster for Travis.
okay.
But yeah, point I was trying to make earlier is, again, I knew they were going to add a character from Xenoblade 2. And my fear was that it was going to be Rex. Which, again, this goes back to he was a me costume, but until it, just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean it can't. And Rex sucks. He is not a good character. He is the supremely weak point of that game. So, just about any other character that's in that game, I was like, you know what? This would be cool. Them doing Pyra and Mithra as a transform character, the best thing they could have done from that game. Bar none. I'm happy with that exclusion. Or inclusion, sorry. Well, I'm happy for the exclusion of Rex. But yeah, I mean, we the trailer, obviously it was a trailer. You kind of saw a little bit. We won't really know much until the in-depth walkthrough in like probably a couple weeks at this point.
Yeah, she looks fun. She looks interesting. I like how every single new DLC character brought some sort of new mechanic or gimmick to the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they need to continue this with Sora. Thank you for coming to my tent.
See, but hold on. I thought of a way that they could basically eclipse the whole thing with needing Sora's costumes. Kingdom Hearts 2, he had his different Keyblade forms. You could just get red, yellow, white, and blue.
No, because then you would have to, because you're talking about fan stuff. Each of those fight differently. So I wouldn't want normal Sora moves with the magic form, because that's not how the magic form fights.
What if the outfit changes the way he fights?
You can't do that. That's three.
You're
four
talking about a
whole
new mechanic.
characters.
You're talking about new mechanics to the game. That's what Sora brings.
Yeah, no, that's too much. That's literally too much. He'd be uber broken at that point.
I mean, it's Sora. He should be uber broken.
Will you accept a down B that cycles through the cards from something like Chain of Memory?
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
That seems very fun. I would love that.
I have nothing else to add.
Has there been a confirmation that there won't be another Fighter Pass?
No.
So despite it being, well, it has been said it'll be the final DLC for Smash.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean they could.
How
always
many are
change their
left?
mind. 2 more.
2 more.
It dawned on me too, because
last
there's
one's
just
gonna
a bunch
hurt.
of
That last one needs to be Fire Flame Fire.
That last one shut everyone up.
If it's not Sora, it's got to be one where they go, "Wow, this is tremendous."
To me, the only 2 characters to me that could like live up to that hype, at least for me, would be Sora or Master Chief. Only two. Sora obviously plateaus Master Chief, but like that's the only next one for me as
Crash?
far as
Not Dante?
I would want Chief more than Dante at this point.
Really?
Clank?
I see, like a lot of the like PlayStation ones. For me, again, this is for me.
You didn't grow up on it, yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't really play.
Because
Crash.
I would honestly, I would be more hyped for Spyro than Master Chief as the last one.
Spyro
Yeah.
would be hype.
I didn't play Spyro, didn't play Crash, didn't play Ratchet and Clank, didn't play
Jack and
Cooper.
Daxter.
Yeah.
Joel.
But he's not beloved enough.
Cosmonaut is a terrible, terrible YouTuber.
Oof. Oh boy, I am now at the 3-hour video for the last Bleach video.
Oh, that's where you are revisited?
Yep.
I refuse to cut it up anymore.
Just my favorite moment so far. After I definitely clicked ahead a bunch in the previous video just because there was
It was so dry.
There was so much.
Yeah, I did that on purpose because I say it in the 3-hour one. I did it on purpose because originally I was just gonna skip through stuff, but people needed to understand how repetitive it was.
But just the triple point sentence where you pause and just BG, no, no. Just the languish.
He's terrible.
Delicious. Let's see. Anything else I have on here? Do we want to talk about this Ted Cruz fiasco?
What's there to say? It's just more of the same.
It's just...
He's a dummy.
And it was just like, he tries to sneak away, gets caught. He's like, I was just gonna drop the kids off and come back. People find that he scheduled his return ticket that day. He's like, I was just trying to be a good father. This is a pre-planned vacation. People find his wife's text threads like, hey, it's cold. Let's go to Cancun. Just everything he tried to throw out for damage control. Just like, bam, bam, bam. Just on fire internet, which is shooting from the hip pistol.
The fact it was his wife or daughter's friends that outed them is fucking hilarious.
Cause they're pieces of
Oh yeah, 1000%.
The wife says, oh, it's cold. Let's go to Cancun. Sure thing, honey. Millions of people. Well, not millions, but thousands.
Oh, no, it was millions. It was 5.4 million people without power.
Holy.
Texas is a big state.
And you going...
We did that for one night, and I'm like, nah, son. Nah.
Yeah, I had forgotten, dude.
Don't forget, Texas paid for him to go.
Oh, yeah, they had Austin police escort him to the airport and what have you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got...
AOC.
Well, I was going to say first, it's Beto, right? Beto O'Rourke, right?
I think it is Beto.
Beto O'Rourke, who was basically... He's not even an elected politician, but he still, has campaign staff.
No, he's the former mayor.
I'm saying he is not currently an elected politician.
You said not even, but he was formerly, so you got to make sure you call that right.
So he had campaign staff, I think, call like over 100, almost 200,000 senior citizens, making sure that they were okay and weren't stuck freezing somewhere with no place to go. You have AOC raising $4 million and flying to Texas to give food and water to people. Not even her state.
Nope.
How can these man babies hate AOC just because she's a different political affiliation?
And there was pictures today, I believe it was today, that Ted Cruz posted. And it said Texas strong. And it's like him, there's a picture of him with like his hand on the shoulder of somebody, and then him like seemingly loading packages of water in an empty fucking parking lot. Like it's not like there's
What is
no
he doing?
there's no one around him.
But the thing is, doesn't matter. His Republican voter base sees that, and they'll fucking champion that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're a cult. They're not people anymore.
Just insanity.
And let's face it, to be honest with you, the Democrats are pretty much just as bad right now. Biden is a fucking hack. He's already rescinded 4 of his campaign promises. So, you know.
What did you guys expect?
More of the same. Nothing changes.
Hey, at least he's not racist.
That's it. That's the difference.
Yeah, but Trump was too.
So we're taking the lesser of 2 pedos?
Aren't we always?
Hold on. Shouldn't we always? What?
Biden in the office like, pass me that next Boruto chapter.
Hey, I need the side of the cover. Hold up.
Next bill, please.
Oh, God. Jesus.
What a way to come full circle.
It always comes back to Boruto in the end.
Who saw that coming? Oh boy. Oh yeah, before we end this. DA, like, so one of our friends, Kelly, just received in the mail a collage from DA. And apparently you sent her like a ciphered troll.
I sent her. I wrote down the link for the entire link, http://youtube.com, and it was just the link to the Rickroll.
Okay. I didn't
That
know
was
if it
it.
was like spread amongst your collage or something. 'Cause I'm like, he would do something like that.
No, it was just a
without a
piece
doubt.
of paper. It was just a collage and a single piece of paper with just that. There was no message, no nothing. It was just that.
Okay.
And I was like, I really hope she types this out. Otherwise, I look like the stupid one.
Oh boy. All right. With that, Fact Man.
BG,
Yes.
BG, let me ask you something.
Uh-oh.
How many references are there in the first Ready Player One?
Oh, no.
72.
Huh. Dude, that seems
You
super low.
wanna double it?
What?
There are 186 references in the first Ready Player One
Movie or book?
book.
That's like a reference every 2 pages.
If that sounds about right. But you know, there's in the beginning, it's like I've seen all the 80s movies
BG,
like
you
this
forget
and this
you
and
have to
this.
space that out a little more because there's an entire chapter about masturbating.
Yes.
Ah, right. True.
And I'm glad people enjoy that book. You rubes.
What is a rube?
It's an old timey word.
I'm googling this.
Please do. What? 100 and what? 80 what?
86.
That's disgusting.
It's not a few.
A country bumpkin.
There you go. You rubes.
All right, what we got for facts?
That's the fact.
Yeah. 182.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yep, that's a fact.
man.
I just found that out. Just like I gotta say this.
All right.
Disgusting.
It's no Pringles. Which also, I thought of something like, dude, that has been on my mind like for the past week. And like, you said, because like the thing was like he was buried in a Pringles can, but then like I was just like, oh, you know, he's cremated. But then I was like, but was he cremated?
But what if he wasn't?
Was it just a giant fucking Pringles can? That he...
A casket. That's casket size Pringles can.
So many. I still have questions.
Was it just a casket with like the Pringles logo on the top?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. boy, this ending was weird.
Aren't they
Yeah.
all?
We will. There's highs and lows. This was a high. We will see you next week.
Later.